Councillor Gideon Cordover from Kingborough Council, wears a lot of hats. He's director of a startup tech company and director at an employment and training network. He's vice president of Gymnastics Tasmania, and of course he's a councillor. And in that job, he represents council on a couple of networks and authorities. Councillor, you're one busy man.
I like to stay busy, and my mum often says that the busier you are, the more time you have. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I certainly feel like when I take on responsibility, if you're passionate about something, you never work a day in your life. If you enjoy what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work. So I'm having fun so far.
Well, at the ripe old age of 36,
yes.
Congratulations. You've been awarded the Emerging Director Award by the Tasmanian branch of the Australian Institute of Company Directors.
Thank you. It's been it's a great privilege. It's very humbling and very big shoes to fill. At the lunch yesterday with the Governor and former Premier Peter Gutwein and the Speaker of the House and ministers, it's amazing to see that the kind of interest that that my work is getting recognised for, particularly around directing UpScale Solutions, which is this AI integration, it's custom software company, and I think it's really a testament to the fact that Tasmania can punch above its weight. We are world class, and Tasmania can produce organisations that are at the cutting edge worldwide, Australia-wide. To me, it's just a really exciting time to be in Tasmania and to be Tasmanian.
Okay. What does it mean to be an emerging director?
Well, essentially, it's about having good governance and showing that you're taking an interest in good governance. So for me, it was not just the range of board directorships that I have, but also going that extra mile to do the continuous professional development, to go to the events, particularly because we're in a time where things are changing so fast. Things around climate reporting, making boards more inclusive and accessible, reducing groupthink in boards. There's traditionally been this real concern that you just have the stereotype of the board director, and that's changing really quickly, and that's really important that we have forward-looking leaders who do believe in inclusivity, who do understand the big picture issues that are coming down the pike and are poised and agile, ready to deal with those issues.
In your introduction, I mentioned you have a couple of director roles already. Well, what's the end game for you? What are your directorial ambitions as such?
A prosperous Tasmania, a Tasmania that's thriving. When I grew up in Allens Rivulet, I always struggled it was difficult to find a job, for example, and I was constantly faced with this. Employers would say, you need 2 years work experience, need not apply if you don't have 2 years work experience. And that's a catch-22. Where am I supposed to get my 2 years work experience if I don't have 2 years work experience? And now that I'm on the board of the Southern Employment and Training Network, connecting local people to local jobs and training, we're transforming lives, and it's that positive community benefit that I see that's the thing that gets me out of bed in the morning, particularly around custom software and AI integration. I'm seeing the real transformations that can happen with local organisations and businesses, with charities, not-for-profits, local governments. This to me is exciting because we don't want to just sit back and let the rest of the world, leapfrog us. Tasmania, we have the best produce, we've got the best people, we've got the best tourism and natural and cultural assets. We have such an incredible opportunity in Tasmania, and so I just want us to keep being the best, and that's a huge motivator for me.
Yeah, wow. You're listening to 936 ABC Radio Hobart. My name's Tracey Strong. I'm in the chair. And I'm speaking with Gideon Cordover, who's a councillor at Kingborough Council, but as we're hearing, has many other hats and has just won the Emerging Director Award. Tell us a little bit more about this AI research work being done.
Yeah, so UpScale Solutions is a company that creates custom software for businesses, but a big part of our work is also doing AI education, so helping organisations, and not just for purpose or not-for-profit organisations, but also commercial organisations and local governments. We're helping them figure out how to make the best of this new and emerging business landscape. And right now there's there's a lot of caution around AI, and that's why it's so important that our company puts safety and ethics first. And at the moment, only about 10% of people are those early adopters. But I guess what we are encouraging Tasmanian organisations to think about is think about your competition, and when your competition adopts AI integration, can you still compete against them? And unless your answer to that question is a very confident yes, I think it's really important that we look at our AI capabilities, our AI needs right now. And, UpScale Solutions is doing a power of work to try and help organisations get ready. But I just point out that in China, for example, right now, in the new semester, there is mandatory artificial intelligence classes for primary school students and secondary school students. And that's because they're doing a nationwide nurturing of talent. Tasmania can be doing the same. We can be nurturing our talent. And I know that a lot of people are nervous around AI integration, but this is exactly why it's important to get educated and to have that expert guiding hand to help you through it. Because just like smartphones and websites, you can ignore it for only so long, but when everybody else is engaging in it, you really have to look at the benefits, but also be really practical around, I always say, let safety and ethics be your guardrails. That's the most important thing, that if we put people and planet before profit, then we can intuitively look at safety and ethics as our North Star, our guiding light. It's safety and ethics that have to come first in this new era.
It's coming up to 11 minutes to 7 on 936 ABC Radio Hobart, and I'm speaking with Councillor Gideon Cordover from Kingborough Council. He's the winner of the Emerging Director Award. What do you get when you win an Emerging Director Award, Councillor?
I got this beautiful trophy that has my name on it, and it looks very exciting. But most importantly, I got to connect with really incredible business leaders, people who are doing, and not just in the for-profit space, but also the heads of not-for-profits and charities and service businesses, service organisations who are doing good things to try and build local community. So for me, so far, the greatest reward has been all the people that I get to meet.
Networking.
Networking is certainly part of it. And I think what's amazing about Tasmania is this shared purpose that you can get. Like in the room yesterday, there were so many people from so many different organisations, as well as the governor, as well as ministers, as well as the Speaker of the House. Try and do that in Sydney or Melbourne. It's much more difficult. We have this huge advantage in Tassie that we are small and we are connected, so we can foster a shared purpose.
Look, I wish you all the best with your future endeavours. Congratulations for winning the award.
Thank you so much for having me.
That's the Emerging Director Award winner. That's Councillor Gideon Cordover from Kingborough Council. He's also on a number of boards and involved in a lot of organisations. At 36 years of age, I think he's one to keep an eye on. 10 minutes to 7. Time now to find out what's happening in the weather. And it's time to say good morning to